Greetings, friends. Whoever is going to be watching this video, know that you are friends. We at Wayfinders Association are here for you. We've always been here for you, but you've not always been aware of us. Within each and every one of you sits a light. And that light is the light of wisdom, the light of being, the light of understanding, the light of knowledge, the light of wisdom, the light that shines when, in your darkest hour, when you call for help. When things suddenly and oddly change. You, who are watching this now, are doing so because you're curious. Because that's the only reason you'd watch it. Well, because of your curiosity, you may discover something you weren't expecting. Because Wayfinders means exactly what it says. To find the way. The way for you to move forward. The way for you to let go of your past mistakes. To let go of your past angers and sorrows. To let go of your fears, your doubts, your anxieties. And move forward in that light that you really are inside. A light which may have been suppressed, it may have been diverted into other things, but truly you are a light. And that light is what we at Wayfinders try to help you to rediscover. With varying degrees of success, I have to say, but we do our best to help you and guide you to find that light within yourself. To become all that you can be. All that you were meant to be. Not because that's how we want you. Not because we're trying to direct you. Not because we're trying to tell you what to do. But because you need to do it. You do. Not us. We are only here for you. We only exist for you. We, as an association, are here to try to reconnect all these light beings back together. To make a connection. To reconnect all these little lights into one big light. Which is why we're an association. We're not a trust. We're not a pay us or we won't tell you. We are an association of like-minded wizards. Sent here to help you. And I do mean sent here, some of us are here quite reluctantly. So we are sent here anyway. Because the task before you is difficult. It's not an easy path you're taking. It never has been an easy path to take. But the rewards are absolutely incredible. You would not believe the things that you discover you can do. You would not believe the things that you suddenly realize were all around you and you were totally blind to. You, watching this, have taken that first step. A first and very important step. Because of your curiosity. Curiosity is one of the wizard's biggest tools. If we weren't curious, we wouldn't take the path. It's that simple. We would not even begin to start saying there must be more than I'm presently got. We won't even consider that the world may not be the way we think it is, or we're being told it is, or people are insisting that it is. That there is more, much more. Some of it scary, yes, but most of it enlightening. There is always the opportunity to become enlightened. And enlightened is not what a lot of teachers out there are telling you. Enlightenment comes from that inner recognition of, oh my God, of course. It's so obvious. That's when you're enlightened. And it's a constant process. It's not one enlightenment and that's it, you're done. Oh no. Oh no. That first enlightenment leads to the next one, then the next one, the next one, and a whole series of chain. Each one moving you further and further along your path. Each one moving you further along your word. Connecting to your word, becoming part of that word that you originally set out to go. Because when you were born into this world, you were born with a purpose. Oh, I know a lot of you think you found your purpose. I know a lot of you think that you don't have a purpose. And life is meaningless. But you were born with a purpose. You were born with something that you need to do. And it's trying to discover what that is that we do our best to help you with. You are, to put it in better terms, you are at the beginning of a journey. Some of you are a little bit further along the journey, but you are on the journey. Which is why in our new academy, everybody who joins it starts at Journey Wizard level. Because you're all on that journey. No matter what your level of understanding, no matter what you've experienced in the past, no matter what you're experiencing now, you have already begun the journey. Or you wouldn't be watching this. It's that simple. If you're not watching this, then you're not on the journey. But if you are on the journey, you'll be watching this. Because what I have to tell you is something so simple that it defies belief. Literally, it defies your belief how simple it is. You, I, and everyone on this planet, no matter what their religion, race, colour, belief, everyone on this planet has that light within them. And it's rediscovering that light, bringing that light back out from where it's been buried, that you have started by watching this. And you go to our website from here. The website will appear at the end of this video. Says he pointing downward. It will appear at the end of this video. Please go to it. Start reading it, especially the 4 laws on it. And all the stuff on that website. It is the 4 laws that you need to read. And as you're reading them, you will start to discover what I meant about being blind to what's really around you. You will discover the connectivity that you have been denying yourselves. That everything is interrelated, everything is joined together. What you see as total separate incidences, what you see as total separate coincidences, suddenly you discover they're not. They're not individual. They all come from one place. And they're all connected by that one place. And that place is that light in you. That's where they come from. You don't have to believe me. Read the website, read the 4 laws, and then tell me you don't believe it. You are incredible, amazing, wonderful beings who have been misled. You've been misdirected. You've been allowed to think that the ego was all powerful. You've been allowed and forced to believe that by mind alone you can do anything. No. It is with that spirit within you that you can do anything. And only through that spirit within you. Everything manifested by the mind, and believe me, the mind is busy manifesting a hell of a lot of stuff, all of that will pass away. It all has a lifespan that it will run out. What you will take with you, always, is that light within you. That light of understanding, that light of wisdom, that light of being, connecting, of knowing. To be yourself is the hardest and the easiest thing to be. Literally, it's the hardest and the easiest thing to be. Once you start making those connections. Once you open your eyes to what is really happening to you and to those around you and to the world around you. Because everything, as I said, is connected. There isn't any separation between you. You are connected by that spirit. You might not be connected physically. You might not be connected mentally. You might not be connected emotionally. But that spirit connects everything. Which is why we call it the One. Because it is the one spirit that connects us all. The tree of life. As symbolized right here behind me. The tree of life. And that tree of life appears in quite a few different religions. Why? Because our ancients knew that connection. But we've been misdirected from it. They knew that everything was connected through that. They might not have fully understood how, or what their part of it was, but they knew that they were connected through it. Or at least some of them did. And the others just took them at their faith that they knew. But it is discovering that connectivity that you have started on this path. And we have several tools amongst us Wayfinders that will help you and guide you in that. Apart from you speaking directly to us, because we've got the dragon cards, which were given to us by, shall we say, a high energy vibration, which we refer to as dragons, but you probably call them angels or archangels, depending on your religion. And they wanted this information to come back to mankind now. The information in those cards, believe me, are life-shattering and life-changing. You might not believe that, but buy a pack, find out. Because they speak directly to you. Oh, you can use them to give reading to other people. And several of us wizards actually do this. But really, they are designed for each and every one of you individual beings to help you and guide you and push you into realizing that light within you. We also have a book, The Time Workshops, which was also advertised on the website. So he pointed down to it. It's also advertised on the website. And that book gives you 20 odd lessons, or lesson plans. Not lessons as such, but lesson plans that if you follow them, think about them, and believe me, you have to think about them, will help you to start realizing just what the hell is going on in your lives. So your life may not be exactly what you think it is. As like I said, there's a lot more going on than you are prepared to admit to yourselves. So, what are Wayfinders? We are the finders of the way. Plain and simple. We are the ancient philosophers brought back. And for those of you who don't believe in reincarnation, that's fine, because we are the ancient philosophers brought forward. Think about that one for a sec. Because that is what the word wizard meant. Not what the Christians turned it into. Not even what some of the pagans out there turned it into. Wizardry means wise philosopher. One who philosophizes. And that philosophy instills power, understanding, knowledge, wisdom, love, truth, understanding, compassion. Any of those missing from your lives? Be kind to yourself. Don't be so bloody harsh with yourselves. Understand, and as you'll see in one of the laws on that website, not guilty by reason of innocence. The world has been judged already. Everybody's waiting for judgment day, but it's already been and gone. You've been judged. Not guilty by reason of innocence. Because if you truly knew what you were doing was wrong, or misguided, you wouldn't have done it in the first place. It is that simple. You would not have done it in the first place. The thought to do it wouldn't even have occurred to you. It would be way outside your experience. It wouldn't even occur to you. But because you're innocent, you can be misled. Because you don't have the understanding. You don't have the reasoning behind it. You haven't even questioned the reasoning behind it. So, the whole world has been found not guilty by reason of innocence. Which is why I have been brought back. And several others around the world. Yeah, I'm not the only one. There's several others around the world who are also doing what I'm doing. They might not be calling themselves wizards, they might be calling themselves something else, but they are us. Wayfinders. Helping others to find the way they've lost. Reconnecting them to the way of the world. Oh yeah, this world had a way before we disrupted it. And we're restoring that. And as we restore the way around us, so we restore the way for ourselves. And vice versa, of course, as you restore the way in yourself, you restore the way around you. Simple, isn't it? What do you mean, no? Who said no? Be yourself. But also be aware that the self that you think you are may not be the one you are. So be prepared to change the way you think you are. Be prepared to accept other possibilities. Be prepared to be the change in the world that you want to see. Stop waiting for other people to bloody do it for you. The whole bloody world is waiting for somebody else to stand up and do it for them. It don't work like that. It can't work like that. You have to put in the work. You have to make the changes in yourself. And you think to yourself, oh, well, I'm only one person now. I mean, there's all these thousands of people. Yeah? No. Your one little light can spark the next little light. Which sparks the next little light. Which sparks the next little light. And before you know it, one little person is one whole world. Like I said, don't be blind. Take away the shutters. It's time to wake up. Wake up to who and what you are. And that ends this video. This is what we have to say at this point. We'll probably say more in a later one, but think about it. Think about it. And after you've thought about it, and you've looked on the website and you've read the laws, join us and help us to help you. Help us to help others. The whole world is crying out, help me, help me, help me. Well, the help you're going to get is the help that says, excuse me, but you've got to do some of the work yourself. Which is not the message you were expecting. You're expecting somebody to sweep in and do it all for you. No. We'll sweep in, yes. But you are going to have to start doing some of the work yourself. To show willing. To show that you are willing to change. Your mind, your expression, your very being even, to become that light that you really are. To become the light of being. To be or not to be. This is the question. What's your answer? Thank you.
Thank you.